Hi friends, welcome back to Complete Medical Coding, a complete CPC learning channel. Today, let's move on to ectomy procedures. The words ending with ectomy. We had already discussed otomy procedures in the beginning of anatomical session. Otomy, which means incision. Now, let's move on to ectomy, which means removal, surgical removal. So let's discuss few ectomy procedures. So what do you mean by ectomy? Ectomy means the surgical removal of any part. If you are coming across any question with ectomy, it means the removal of any part. Okay. Here I have discussed only few ectomy procedures, few other terms that you will be getting from the word itself. You can identify easily from the word itself. For example, pancreatectomy means removal of pancreas because ectomy is the ending word. So you can identify from the word itself. Pancreatectomy means removal of pancreas. Duodenectomy means removal of duodenum. Like that, few words you can easily get it from the word itself. All those I have not mentioned, only few ectomy procedures is mentioned in this episode, that you will not be like, you will be little confused with the wordings. Okay, so let's move on to the ectomy procedures. Adenectomy. Adenectomy means the surgical removal of a gland. Adenoidectomy means, you will get it from the word itself, surgical removal of adenoids, also known as pharyngeal tonsils. Appendectomy, surgical removal of appendix, also known as appendicectomy. Auriculectomy, removal of the ear, surgical removal of the ear. Cecectomy, removal of cecum. Cephalectomy, the surgical removal of the head. It is also called as decapitation. Cervicectomy, removal of cervix. Cholecystectomy means surgical removal of gallbladder. This is an important term, important word that you will be getting in many places, not only for the exams, you will get it for the interview as well, interview questions as well. Cholecystectomy, surgical removal of the gallbladder. Choroidectomy, removal of choroid layer of the eye. Colectomy, removal of the colon. Cystectomy, removal of urinary bladder. It is also means removal of a cyst. From the word you will get it as removal of a cyst, but it also means removal of urinary bladder. Orpectomy, the removal of a vertebral body as well as the adjacent intervertebral disc. Encephalectomy, removal of the brain, because brain is also called as encephalon. Okay. Fundectomy, the removal of the fundus. Fundus means a part of the organ that is away from the opening of an organ, such as uterus or the stomach. That these are examples. For example, opening of the stomach. Where is the fundus located? Fundus will be located not near to the opening, but away from the opening of the stomach or opening of the uterus. So that is fundectomy. That part will be removed. Fundus part will be removed. Then gastrectomy, partial or full removal of the stomach. Hemicorporectomy, surgical amputation of the entire body below the waist. I have attached few pictures also for your understanding. From that you will be getting it easy, all those terms. Colectomy, removal of colon, you will get it from the picture. Colectomy. See, partial removal of the colon is there. Cholecystectomy, how the gallbladder is being removed. Corpectomy. What is corpectomy? Removal of vertebral body, a part of the vertebral body. Hemicorporectomy, removal of or surgical amputation of the entire body below the waist. Appendectomy, removal of appendix. Next, hemispherectomy is the surgical removal of one cerebral hemisphere. Hepatectomy, surgical resection of the liver. Hypophysectomy. What is hypophysis? Hypophysis is another word for pituitary gland. So hypophysectomy is the surgical removal of the pituitary gland or hypophysis. Hysterectomy, surgical removal of the uterus. Iridectomy is the removal of a piece of iris from the eye. It's mainly done for iris tumors such as melanoma of the iris. Keratectomy, surgical removal of cornea of the eye. Lymphadenectomy, surgical removal of one or more groups of lymph nodes. Lipectomy, it's also called as belt lipectomy or lower body lift, which means it removes loose skin and fat around your waist. You can just look in the picture, I have mentioned it there. What is lipectomy? The loose skin around your body, not your body, around your waist part. That loose body or loose fat, excess fat will be removed. That medical term is called as lipectomy. Mastectomy, surgical removal of one or both breasts. Myectomy, removal of a portion of a muscle. Myomectomy, removal of fibroids from the uterus. So make sure the words, you should understand what is the wordings, the difference in the wordings. Myectomy, myomectomy. Myectomy is removal of portion of muscle, whereas myomectomy is removal of fibroid from the uterus. See, both are entirely different. Necrosectomy, removal of a dead tissue. Nephrectomy, removal of a kidney. Neurectomy, removal of a nerve. Oophorectomy, surgical removal of the ovaries. And this procedure is also called as spaying. Surgical removal of ovaries, also called as spaying. That is called oophorectomy. You will get it from the picture, oophorectomy. See, unilateral oophorectomy means only one side of the ovaries is removed. One side, ovaries from one side only is removed, unilateral. Salpingo-oophorectomy, total hysterectomy with bilateral salpingo-oophorectomy. Bilateral oophorectomy, both ovaries are removed. Total hysterectomy with bilateral means total removal of uterus with removal of both the ovaries. So all these are mentioned in the picture. Then orchiectomy, surgical removal of testicles, and this procedure is also called as orchidectomy or castration or neutering. These are the other terms for orchiectomy. Ostectomy is the surgical removal of a bone. Pancreaticoduodenectomy, surgical removal of pancreas and duodenum. Surgical removal involving the pancreas and the duodenum. Both will be removed. Penectomy is the partial or complete removal of penis, also known as pendectomy. Another term is pendectomy. Pharyngo-laryngo-esophagectomy, surgical removal of pharynx, larynx and esophagus. From the word itself you will get it. Pharynx, larynx and esophagus. Pharyngo-laryngo-esophagectomy. And this will be done usually as a result of cancer of hypopharynx. Pneumonectomy, surgical removal of a lung. Postectomy, more commonly known as circumcision. It is the surgical removal of the foreskin of the penis. This is also known as prepusectomy because foreskin, the medical term for foreskin means prepuse. So this procedure is also known as prepusectomy or circumcision or postectomy. I have attached the picture. Rhinectomy, removal of part of the nose. Rhytidectomy, that is important. Rhytidectomy means face lifting. This is a surgical procedure. It's a cosmetic procedure. for repositioning of facial soft tissues to give you a more youthful facial appearance. Okay, that is rightidectomy. I have attached the picture. See, from the old age you will look it younger. The facial tissues will be repositioned. Salpingectomy, removal of the fallopian tubes. Salpingo-oophorectomy, removal of ovary and fallopian tubes together. When both left and right tubes and ovaries are removed, this is called as bilateral salpingo-oophorectomy. I have already mentioned in the previous slide. Picture is also there. Stepidectomy, you will get it from the word itself, steppies. Stepidectomy is the removal of ossified steppies from the ear that are then replaced by a prosthesis. Okay, the steppies bone will be removed. Sympathectomy, cutting of the nerves. Tympanectomy, removal of the eardrum. Tubectomy, a small part of the fallopian tube or oviduct or uterine tube, any tubes can be there. Okay, salpinx is removed or tied up through a small incision in the abdomen or through birth canal, vagina or birth canal. Small part of the tube will be removed. That is called as tubectomy. Vaginectomy, removal of all or part of the vagina. Vasectomy, vasectomy picture is described there. Surgical removal of or surgical occlusion of the vas deferens. Vesiculectomy, removal of all or part of the seminal vesicle. Vitrectomy, removal of some or all of the vitreous humor from the eye. What is vitreous humor? The gelatinous substance in the eye, that is called vitreous humor, whereas watery substance from the in front of the eye is aqueous humor. So removal of few or all of the vitreous humor from the eye, that is called as vitrectomy. Vulvectomy, removal of all or part of the vulva, which is a part of female genital system. Okay. So friends, that's all about ectomy procedures. If you like the video, please like and share it, and please subscribe to my channel. This marks the end of the anatomical sessions, all the anatomical parts. And let's move on with the guidelines from the next episodes. So thank you so much. Take care. See you in the next episode. Bye.